play by Eric Damon. Yes! Yes! Do you believe it? To the right and left. Oh, baby, are you kidding me? Insanity! He is invincible.
Take me back to the beginning. Who introduced you to the game of basketball?
The beginning. Well, my uncle Oliver Lee played at Marquette in the 70s, and he put a basketball in my hand at 2 years old. And I made my first basket on a 10-foot goal at 2 years old. Of course, we used to go watch him play in Milwaukee, and then he got drafted and played for the Bulls, and he played for the Spurs briefly. But we got the chance to actually see him play in the NBA.
He didn't pick you up?
Didn't.
So 2 years old?
2 years old. Because I didn't believe it either. I was like, you sure? They asked the question I asked. Pick me up? No, he's like, you threw it up there and it went in. So I was like, hey, I was meant for it. The first dunk to basketball in
tell me
sixth
this.
grade.
You dunked the basketball in your
Sixth grade.
How did you dunk it? Was it
one hand?
In a game?
No. This was on the outside courts.
Okay.
Middle school. So it was back in the day, we used to have the thing where you run up and touch the rim, see how high, and then golf ball, and the tennis ball, and the volleyball, then a girls' basketball, then a basketball with not much air in it. And I was just out there on the outside course. I said, guys, I'm gonna use a big basketball. One leg, one hand, dunk. Sixth grade.
Your mom, she's been a big influence. Yeah. You talk about music. I've read that she got you into music because she wanted you to do more than just basketball. Yeah. Grade point average you needed to play in high school was a 2.0, but your mom said you had to have a 3.0. Talk about her influence on your life and on your sports.
Every time I wanted to stay after school to go play basketball, it's like, yeah, you can come home first and do your homework, then you can go back. Or high school and game days, while all the guys would stay and watch the freshmen, the JV, or the girls play, I had to go home, do my homework, then come back to the game. So there's a lot of games in high school that I just made it right before the start of the tip because I had a lot of homework to do. And she told my coach, which we're all good friends, she's like, homework doesn't get done, he's not playing. Plain and simple.
You had a music scholarship.
I did.
You turned that down.
I had to. I was flattered, but I had to.
Saxophone, what else you played?
Trumpet, baritone, I could play the tuba, I could play some drums. Then I began to write music, and I began to choreograph dances for our band when I was in the band. So I did a lot. I was really into music, so if the basketball thing didn't work, I'd probably be playing in your local jazz club somewhere.
Talk to me about that balance. The athlete, star athlete over here, 7th grade, played varsity, playing varsity in high school, to the drum major.
Once I started with music, it was in me. And I was passionate about music like I was passionate about basketball. And I was never afraid to be different. I was never afraid to try different things. And I mean, that's how, there again, my mother taught me at a young age, like, don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to try different things. It might not be the popular thing, might not be the cool thing to do, but at the same time, be well-rounded.
Half man, half amazing, Vinsanity. But I got another nickname I'm gonna throw out. UFO. Do you remember in high school you had that nickname?
Yeah.
Tell me about that nickname.
I tell you, the stuff I was doing in high school, I mean, like what the people were seeing in the NBA and stuff, yeah, it was cool, but the high school, man, that's when I was at my best. I was really levitating. I touched
so you were jumping higher in high school?
Oh, yeah, I was touching top of the backboard in my high school days.
Let's start looking at, now you have to make a choice to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the state of Florida. There's Florida, Florida State. Why UNC?
Well, it was tough. It was, of course, the recruiting process, as you know, is grueling. Mom, what she did, which I think helped us, is she set that time limit. Don't call my house after 10 o'clock. And for those who didn't respect that, we had to X them off. You just don't respect our rules. Maybe you're not the right one for us. So that's how we started to narrow them down. 80 different schools. When you get 80 schools and 80 of the top schools, it's tough balance. I was like, When I took that visit to UNC, it was right. It was right. As soon as I stepped on campus, as soon as I met Coach Smith, Carolina came in the picture late as far as recruiting. He saw me at Pitt 3, 5-star. Mm-hmm. I played well. I got the most promising prospect. He comes in, he's like, I'm definitely interested in you coming to Carolina. I want to come see you play. Coach Guthridge comes to see me first. Coach Guthridge offers me a scholarship right after the game. He said, you deserve to be here. He said, I want Coach Smith to come see you play. But right now, we are offering you a scholarship.
I was that freshman year, playing under Dean, getting a chance to play the Carolina way.
It was fun. I just wanted to show who I was as a player, as an athlete, and he didn't allow that. He wanted you to play the Carolina way. I would go out there and, you know, dunk a basketball and just flash and flare and just show who I am because I love to play the game. He was like, that's fine, but this is how you play the game as well. Act like you've been there before. And it just became a more complete player and understood how to play the Carolina way. And I think that's a tool that helped me today.
It's time to go pro. Who helps you make that decision?
It was tough. I think everybody in the NBA owed Coach Smith a favor. So he made the phone calls to find out just draft slots, you know, to projecting where I would go. And he kind of left it up to us after that. We did a lot of homework. My mom, we just had pros and cons. What made sense, what didn't make sense. And at that time, I said if I didn't get drafted in the lottery, I'd come back to school. And it was tough because on a Monday, it felt like it's time to go. On Tuesday, it was like, I don't know, maybe I should go back. So I fought with that for a week. But at the end of the week, I just said, you know what? Let go and let God. And Friday morning, I woke up, I said, I woke up thinking NBA.
Talk about you going to Canada.
I get there, and to my surprise, it's one of the best kept secrets. I mean, it's one of the best places ever. I mean, they were learning with me. It was just a great start for us.